Mizzix Mastery, Day of Judgment, Settle, Thrilling, Settle, Power, Settle, Smashing Success. That one, sure. Mizzix, Settle, Discovery. All right, we have 41 triggers. Can you survive? Do you have a Teferi's protection? My fair citizens of Sodium City, we have DoesNothing.Dek. Now the story behind this is basically someone came into the stream when we were playing it and building it, and they said, wow, this deck just does nothing. So a couple turns later, we ended up getting the combo off, ended up winning the game, and obviously, as you'll see throughout the games and later on in the stats, this deck kind of took a shit on people. So that person ended up leaving the stream because they were humiliated by how awesome this deck was. So we just decided to name the deck in remembrance of that person, memorial, if you may. Now this deck is definitely a combo-based archetype. We have Mizzix Mastery for its overload cost, and then we're going to get Tendrils of Agony. So Mizzix Mastery, the overload, you're basically going to exile all spells in your graveyard and then cast copies of them. Now, Tendrils of Agony is really, really cool because it's a storm card. We don't have too many of those in Arena right now. So storm reads, whenever you cast a spell, copy it for each spell casted before it this turn. You may choose new targets for the copy. This is super, super cool. And again, with Mizzix Mastery, the overload cost, you're exiling all instants and sorceries that are in your graveyard, and then you are creating copies of them, and then you are casting them without paying their mana cost. So if you have a ton of instant sorceries in your graveyard, let's say 10, right? 10 including Tendrils of Agony, you're gonna exile all 10, you're gonna cast the other 9, and then you're gonna cast Tendrils of Agony, which does it for 11 times, I think, total, because the storm counter will be 10, and then you have the initial cast. So you'll do 2 damage, or technically it's target player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. That will happen 11 times total, and you will win the game at that point, for sure, right? And unless they have more than 20 life. But that's the initial concept, that's the general concept of the deck, that's the combo. Now the win condition is really just going to be Tendrils of Agony. You want to make sure that if you're going to Mizzix Mastery, if you're going up against like a mono white LifeGain deck or something that can kind of prevent it or stop it in its tracks, they have a lot of life, it's very, very scary. You want to make sure you don't exile both of your Tendrils of Agony unless you are going to win the game. The biggest thing I can say. So definitely make sure that you do that. That's the biggest thing, because those are our only 2 cards that we can win the game with. We need Mizzix Mastery, period. You have to have one of those to be able to cast, and then you need to have 1 or 2 Tendrils in the graveyard. So anyone who's running Graveyard Hate, you're pretty much fucked. Anything else, you're mostly fine. The best thing you could probably do if you want to make changes to the deck would be either add a Tendrils of Agony, maybe 2, but 1 is probably fine. Maybe add an additional win condition. Maybe it's a Professor Onyx. Maybe it's even a spell-based thing like Approach of the Second Sun, or a Banefire, or Torment of Hailfire, which I don't think we have enough mana for that. But you get the idea. We could add other win conditions to this deck to make it even more consistent for those weird times that we just can't get it off. As for the ramp in this deck, we have Pirate's Pillage, Seize the Spoils, and to a certain extent, Smashing Success. So Pirate's Pillage is a 4-mana discard a card, draw 2 cards, which is great for card advantage, but also you get to create 2 treasure tokens. Good, it's great. We like treasure tokens, it's ramp, temporary ramp, but still ramp. Seize the Spoils is basically the same thing, except it's 3 mana, discard a card, draw 2 cards. You only create 1 treasure token though. So you will have to keep that in mind, but it's cheaper, 3 mana, definitely better than 4, and that's why we're only running 2 Pirate's Pillage. Now the other card that we have to pseudo ramp us is going to be Smashing Success. So Smashing Success, if you blow up an artifact with it, because it can blow up a land or an artifact, if you blow up an artifact, you create a treasure token, which is just amazing because we need that temporary ramp in order to cast our big spells, being the overloaded Mizzix Mastery, or potentially a Casualties of War if we really need to, or a Star of Extinction again if we need to. As for our card advantage, it's almost our entire deck. So we have Faithless Looting, Cathartic Reunion, Thrill of Possibility, Seize the Spoils, Thrilling Discovery, Pirate's Pillage. Like, we have so many things to discard cards, then draw cards, discard cards, draw cards. We're going to try to get as many spells, being instants and sorceries, into our graveyard as we can in order to overload our Mizzix Mastery as quickly as possible. So again, this is very important. We need to make sure that we have Tendrils of Agony in the graveyard so that we can win. But with the amount of looting capabilities that we have of drawing and discarding and discarding and drawing, it's relatively easy and pretty consistent to get all of that stuff. So we kind of went over the combo a little bit before, but just to be a little bit more clear on it, it is Mizzix Mastery specifically for its overload cost. So Mizzix Mastery is exile target card that's an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. For each card exiled this way, copy it. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. So that's just really cool in general. Since we are discarding cards and drawing cards throughout the early parts of the game for sure, and mostly through the later game as well, a lot of times we'll be able to throw down a Star of Extinction or a Casualties of War or something like that, an Hour of Revelation. We're able to do things with these early cards that are way, way too powerful. So what we can do is we can just cast Mizzix Mastery for 4 mana, get one of those super, super huge cards from our graveyard and cast it if we just need to kind of clear the board and let us rebuild, get us the advantage, make sure everything's cooled down, just so that we can get stabilized, we can get our combo going. We do that a lot. However, the overload is the part that we really want to pay attention to. So the overload is you're adding, oh no, it's a total of 8, sorry. It's 5 colorless and 3 red. You may cast it for its overload cost. If you do, change the text by replacing all instances of target with each. So it's like exile each card that's an instant or sorcery from your library. For each card exiled this way, copy it, and you may cast copy without paying its mana cost. It's just ridiculous. So we're going to get as many cards, instants and sorceries into our graveyard as possible. So throughout the early game, we're probably going to be board wiping with Anger of the Gods, Settle the Wreckage, Day of Judgment, whatever. And then we have Faithless Looting to draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Cathartic Reunion, discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards, or draw 3, sorry. Thrill of Possibility, discard, draw 2. Thrilling Discovery, discard 2, draw 3. I mean, there's so many things. You're able to churn through your deck to try to find exactly what you want as quickly as possible. So it's a really fun deck, and it's pretty effective. But once you have Mizzix Mastery in your hand, and you have 8 mana on the board, whether you have treasures from Pirate's Pillage and Seize the Spoils, or if it's just flat out lands, you will want to make sure that you have Tendrils of Agony in your graveyard, as well as the amount of spells that you need in order to get the storm counter up higher than their life total. So your storm counter needs to be essentially half of their life total, because Tendrils of Agony reads target player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Therefore, if you have 10 storm counters for Tendrils of Agony, it's going to be 10 counters, so 10 copies, and then your Agony. So it's 11 total, which means you're going to do 22 damage to the opponent, or they're going to lose 22 life. You're going to gain 22 life. This is cool, but if they have more life than 22, it becomes a problem. So we need more spells in the graveyard. And that's where the math comes into play. Most of the time, if you're like, I don't know if I have enough, sometimes it's exaggerated and you're like, you definitely have enough. But sometimes you're like, I don't know if I have enough. So you can either sit there and do the math, you can add it all up and shit, but usually I'm just like, okay, next turn we'll try to discard more cards and stuff like that. That's usually what I end up doing. But it's a really fun deck. I highly recommend it. If you want to take this deck and build it at home, it's going to run you 32 rares and 11 mythics. Now, this isn't that bad for an 81 card deck, I'm not going to lie. I'd say it's pretty good. It's pretty low on the rare count, and it's pretty high on the mythic count, though. But it's still pretty low on the rare count. It is the truth. This deck is amazing. Highly recommend it. It's really, really fun. Honestly, you could probably take out the 4 Smashing Successes and the 4 Rubble Readings and put in some other cards, some other spells that would help keep you alive, because near the end of the game, when you're actually destroying lands or when you're casting the overloaded Mizzix Mastery, just casting Rubble Reading or casting Smashing Success, it doesn't do anything except for building up your storm counter for Tendrils of Agony, as to where other things could potentially help out a little more. But worst case scenario, if you don't have a Tendrils of Agony, it's still fun to overload your Mizzix Mastery and destroy all of their lands instead of killing them, right? That's always funny too. If you want the current deck list, it'll be on the card linked at the top right-hand corner of this video. It'll take you over to my Aether Hub page. There will be a text-based format in the description below, as well as a link to my Aether Hub site, and you should see all of my decks there as well. And as for yesterday's comment question of the day, I asked you once again, who do you think I should collab with? I'm kind of running out of people to reach out to, but I still do have quite a few people on the books. So please let me know who you want to see, and also let them know that I'm doing a collab. Again, I'm open to doing it with small, medium, and large streamers and YouTubers. Stay salty and enjoy the games. Okay. I know. Another Mizzix Mastery deck. People wanted it. People wanted it. It's hard for me to say no to the people, all right? It's hard for me to say no to the people. This is probably fine. We do go first. We have a draw discard spelly. We get one more white source. We can get Settle the Wreckage. To be honest, this deck would probably just be better without the Rubble Readings. I wasn't sure if they were keeping up a Spell Pierce or something. So I didn't want to cast it on my turn. I think I do want to do Cathartic Reunion, to be honest. So next turn I will Rubble Reading into Rubble Reading. Yeah. It's good. I do love me some Rubble Reading. Oh, they have Draenalock? No, Pot Collapse. Need that. Needed that. Needed that too. Do they have another one? They haven't put down another creature, so I can only assume. Yeah, I assume they had a Draenalock because they countered our graveyard. They looked in our graveyard and then ended up countering the spell. So I assumed as much, although them having... Okay. Yeah, them getting two of our Mizzix Masteries is very bad. Ooh, that's very aggressive. Okay. Alright, they didn't have any more counter spells. But you do not have a way. That's our fourth one? Jesus Christ. Alright. Yep, so we're gonna get Yorion in our hand. Hopefully they don't exile our graveyard. If they exile our graveyard, then it's a problem. Beautiful. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hi. Now, I'm gonna have to mute the game sounds because it's really fucking loud. All right, they don't have it. It's really loud. Let's see. That one. That one. That one. That one. Pirates Pillage. That one. That one. Thrilling Discovery. Seize the Spoils. Mizzix Mastery. Hour. Mizzix Mastery. Day of Judgment. Settle. Thrilling. Settle. Hour. Settle. Smashing Success. That one, sure. Mizzix. Settle. Discovery. All right, we have 41 triggers. Can you survive?
Don't do it.
Do you have a Teferi's protection? It does not look like it. Does not look like they have. Yeah, it doesn't look like they have any type of protection. There's nothing. There is nothing. What his name is? Velcro? Alright, Velcro. I like your style. I like your style, Velcro. Alright. First two games, pretty good. I like it. I see so many of this avatar now. It's great. It makes me laugh every time I see it. It's like, don't need one of those shock lands. Right. Against my better judgment, I am going to get rid of some of the card draw. I know. I wanted to keep the Rubble Reading instead. Interesting. Oh, shit. Well, oh my god. Yeah, Smashing Success would actually be really good here. Oh, there you go. Well, there you go. Perfect. So we have a land and a Smashing Success. We get rid of that Witch's Oven, which is great. And it will also ramp us, which is even better. We're gonna take a little bit of damage from this, but I think getting rid of that Witch's Oven and ramping is probably worth it. Do I have another one? Oh shit. Okay, good. This is good. We're able to do the things. Mizzix? No. We have tendrils in here? We don't. We have close to nothing. Ugh. Three, four, five, six, seven. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Doesn't help me. Not good. I needed a Mizzix mastery out of that. I need a Mizzix. If I can get a Mizzix, that'd be great. Can I get a Mizzix? Please don't exile my graveyard. Can I get a Mizzix? None of those Mizzixes. It's fine. I think we'll keep the Day of Judgment in our hand this time, just because I think I'll need a board wipe here pretty soon.
Are you sure about that?
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. It's fine. I mean, we're churning through cards as much as I can. Like I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. This is all I could do.
Do it!
This is their third cat, yeah. Sack it. Good move. Well, we still haven't gotten a Mizzix mastery. But if we do, all right. Okay, we can. I mean, we have we have them in the deck. They exist in the deck. Okay, it's not. It's just a matter of when. You know. No. I'll be a good boy. I will be a good boy. I thought about being a bad boy, being greedy. No, it's not. Bruh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. This gets me into healthy status. It's where I don't think they can kill me in one turn now. And eventually, I will get a Mizzix Mastery. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 mana, so I'm just going to keep this in my hand. They just reassembling Skeleton that back, I believe. Right? Yeah. Not good. Huh. Beautiful. Finally. Please don't mill the top card. If you have an Ashiok, I swear to God. If you have an Ashiok, I swear to God. Oh, please don't have an Ashiok. Okay. It's gonna be, the game is gonna be allowed again. So we do Pirates Pillage, Thrilling Discovery, that one, that one, that one, that one. That one, that one, that one, this one, this one. Okay, they're dead. They're super dead. Yeah, because we could essentially go without the Rubble Readings and the Smashing Successes. Because they don't really do anything in the deck outside of... Like, they kind of slow down the opponent every once in a while. The Smashing Success is removal for artifacts, but there's just better ways to do it. Easy game. Wasn't even close, right? Yeah, this deck is obscene. Alright. Yeah, after we made the changes and everything just seemed to be a lot more consistent. As long as we can get like a turn 2 draw discard spell, at least, like turn 1, turn 2, we're fine. The thing is that we have a turn 2 and then nothing until turn 4, and we only have 2 lands. And this only draws 2 cards, so it's a risky keep for sure. But they also mulligan down to like 0. Okay, 3. It's good. That's good. Are we gonna throw away the Tendrils? Now, do they have Mana Tithe? No. Land. Beautiful. Kind of wish we had a white source at some point in time, but right now, I mean, mono red, sure, why not? No. Don't really want any of those. I mean, I need lands, right? I need lands, but I also need a Mizzix Mastery. I have ways to blow their lands up, but I still need their lands. I thought about blowing up that green source, which would probably have been a smarter idea, you know? Okay. Well, Pirate's Pillage should be oh.
Denied.
No. No. Absolutely not. Aw. Yeah, I mean, why not? Then, yeah, let's just do this actually. And then we'll throw back one of those and this one. Oh, actually, I can't even cast that. I did need to bottom that. Back. That's less of a problem. 2, 3, 4. And this hurts a lot, obviously, but we have Star of Extinction next turn, which is nice. Hopefully they miss a land drop. We can only blow up one of our treasures, which is like whatever. But Star of Extinction on the Dino is flavor. Flavor text. Oh. I see. That hurts. I'm gonna do this anyway. I didn't necessarily want to shock, but I don't want to use my treasures if I don't have to yet. Yeah. Hmm. 6, 7, 8. Like if they have another one, that would kind of fucking suck. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so I'll just cast Faithless Looting into an overloaded Mizzix Mastery. And 5, 6, 7. I should do this again. Beautiful. Oh, sound. Sorry. That land. Sure. Wait. Why did you leave so soon? We were coming back. But you had a Zakama, you had an Elish Norn. Opponent had that jank shit. I approve of your deck, Ember. Dr. Ember. You're definitely a doctor, for sure. 100% a doctor. All right. Let's. Very angry. All right. All right, opponent. Let's calm down. I need you to calm down a little bit. Like at least a little bit. Both of these are essentially useless, especially Casualties of War. It's pretty much useless for it to be in our hand. That looks an awful lot like something I don't want to see. Okay. Let's do this. Hi. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, next turn I have it kicked or I haven't overloaded. Now, do we do that? Probably not. I need to find out what's going on though. Is there... They're ramping for something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 mana right now. How many land destruction cards do we have in here? 1? So, if we do smashing success on that, I'm short of land though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, I'm short 2 lands? Holy shit, did I fuck myself super hard? Did I not math properly? I feel like I didn't math properly.
Math is hard.
They have like a fuck ton of cards. Makes this a problem. Oh my god. Okay, good. Land. Thanks. Assuming they have an Olamog at some point in time, because they have so much mana. There's no reason for them not have Olamog. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. they know what we're doing now. If they have a counter spell, like if they were tapped out of blue that last turn. Kind of worried about that. They were tapped out of blue. Hi. Wow. Okay. Five, 6, 7. Okay. Oh, cancel. Okay. So I don't think I'm dead. Unless they have Embercleave, which I guess is possible because they have like an 80 card deck or a 100 card deck. They've gone through, I mean, they have 70 cards. However many, 75. They have a lot of cards. Let's just leave it at that. Tendrils of Agony? Not quite. Five, 6, 7. Do I do it? One Mizzix Mastery in there. How many Mizzix do I have left? 2? So just do like a Star of Extinction. Yeah. This is not good. We didn't have our tendrils, that's why. There we go. Now we need our other Mizzix Mastery. Now we need another Mizzix Mastery. 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah. That's good. It's bad. Of course they have Ugin. They probably have another Ugin in their hand. They just Ugin. Yeah. Oh, I feel it. Where did it go wrong? Where did it fucking go wrong? I feel like I punted super hard in that game. I feel like I did. I feel like I fucking punted so hard. I don't know where, though. Alright, now I gotta find out where the fuck I punted.
Enhance. Enhance.
Because... I feel like there was probably something I could have done a while ago. Like, I didn't want to waste I didn't want to waste the all the spells for the Tendrils of Agony, right? Because I had 2 Mizzix Mastery, and I had a few spells to deal with a lot of shit that was on the board, so I would just cast it. Yeah, like here I just did Anger. That was fine. I did that, and yeah, I just casted 1 Mizzix. It's fine. Just Wrath. I took the 7 damage there. That was probably it. Yeah. Because I wouldn't have lost. I wouldn't have lost if I didn't take 7 damage there, so it was probably right here where I did it. It was right here. So instead of just playing it safe and Hour Revelationing or casting Mizzix Mastery and getting a spell out of the sideboard, I just didn't do that. I'm pretty sure I could have casted. Say. Yeah, so I could have actually just cast one of these Casualties of War and killed that in a land, which would have sucked. I don't know if I saw that on the fly, but it's almost like just casting a Mizzix Master and getting something out of the graveyard. I would have just lost both of my treasures. So I think that's probably where I fucked up. Because going down to 5, I expected Olamog, but not Ugin for some reason. I should have just thought more ahead. But I think that's this is the exact turn. It was me doing Smashing Success, I think, or the other Faithless Looting to put these in the graveyard instead. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, people play weird decks. It happens. It happens. Mickaroo. This hurts. I don't know if I like this hand. It's like, it's a combination of good and bad. Okay, it's better. Better. I want to keep all of this. But if I don't make it up to 4, I can't even cast that. Scary. I need to make sure I can cast Anger of the Gods and just hope for the best on everything else. Ooh, that's scary. All right, yeah, that's super scary. So we need to get the Star of Extinction in the graveyard because we'll probably have to Star of Extinction. Okay. There's 1, and what other one? I feel like Anger is going to be close to useless here. Possibly. Maybe? Possibly. Maybe. Possibly, maybe. Yeah, so Anger was useless. Good call. Good call. We like those calls. Yeah, because this is like ridiculous. It's pretty good. That's what we're gonna do here. I'm going real aggressive. Fuck. As long as they don't put down 3 creatures, even if they do. I think that... Oh. That's not a very good creature. Yeah. That hurt. If they had one more... Yeah, literally, if they had one more creature, I was dead. The shitty part is now they're gonna get enough. Yeah, they're getting enough life from that to where they're actually going to be able to get an angel from this too. Let's see if they open swing, right? There's no way they open swing into settle. There's no way. Come on now. Come on, it's 2021. You can't do that shit. Can't do that shit. I'm presenting Settle the Wreckage mana. You just can't do that. I mean, I'm at 5, so probably fine. Let's see. I need to get this in the graveyard, though. 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you think they have removal? This sucks because I lose all my treasures out of this, and this is only a possibility. This is a possibility of a thing. Like, they're gonna swing, it's gonna kill my Yorion, because that gets +2/+2, I believe. Yeah, that sucks. Actually, I didn't even see. Did I have a planar cleansing in here? Okay, I didn't. Luckily, I didn't. Luckily. Because that would have been a really big punt if I did. Go ahead and put down another white source. Shall we? Great stuff. Great stuff. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I thought about not doing that, but I don't know whatever the fuck they have. So if they had another whatever, I was fucked. Okay, so now I need a land, but actually I need quite a lot of things in the graveyard. Just gonna do this, but not discard. Just to gain 3 life. I don't want to go down to the uncomfortable life totals. Like, it'd be sweet if they played another card, but can't expect them to. We have both of our Tendrils in here now. Might be able to win with both of our tendrils. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I have 11. It's not gonna be enough. Really close. We're going down to 1. We're off by like 1 mana. Oh, come on. Seriously? Of all the cards, that's all right. Well, that's very bad. Oh, sound. Oh, I still had it off. Okay, cool. Perfect. We're going to have Star of Extinction. We want these to come out after, right? Yeah. That. Let's do that. That's only 24? 23? All right, we're dead. Yeah, we only have 2 tendrils. we only have 2 tendrils. They're going down to like 10. They didn't know. They didn't do the math. They didn't do the math. I'm so happy. I'm so happy they didn't do the math. We had no way of winning after that. It's one of those, yeah, we're just gonna do a bunch of damage to you. At the end of the day, this deck ended up going 14-11. However, that was before the changes. We had to make some changes after we lost the first couple matches. We ended up, taking out a couple Pirates Pillages, a couple lands, fixing the mana base because we were missing a lot of red sources. And then we kind of had to reduce our overall curve as well. So I ended up throwing in 2 Cathartic Reunions. As much as I don't like Cathartic Reunion, because we're already running Thrilling Discovery, it was something that we just needed, and that's why we only have 2 of them. And then I just added 2 more red sources instead of having the other ones as well. And that just made it so much better. We turned it into a 14-9 deck. A lot of the times that we did lose, it was because of bad keeps or punts. So always keep that in mind. Obviously, your results will vary, but I really like this deck. It's very good. I would possibly recommend throwing in another Tendrils of Agony or 2, depending. Some games got very, very scary when we didn't have any. If there's any graveyard hate, you pretty much lose. So putting in a second win condition of sorts is probably necessary. Whether you want to do an X casting spell, whether you want to do a Professor Onyx, something like that, maybe an Approach of the Second Sun. I know a couple people were suggesting that. So it's something you might want to look into. But if you want to go balls in on the combo, this is going to be your best choice. And again, like I said, 14-9, definitely not bad. 16.1% win rate. And yeah, it's great. I like it a lot. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to this point, it means you either really enjoyed the video or you fell asleep and I'm waking you up now. Either way, thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, come out with videos 7 days a week.